Hello, good morning, beautiful people. My name is John G. Emmanuel, and you're welcome to 10 Minutes of Love Walk. It's a lovely Monday morning, and I hope you all had an amazing night rest. So, today I want us to lay the foundation for a discourse throughout the month of October on the concept of love and the 15 characteristics or the 15 manifestations of love that Paul wrote about in the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 13 from verse number 4 through to 8. And the whole idea is for us to be able to dissect these 15 characteristics one after the other, so that at the end of the day we can clearly see and gain understanding into the difference between Christ agape love and human love. And so, we really want to know, how does agape love really behave? What is the proof that a person is moving in this high level love? Now, in 1 Corinthians chapter 13, starting from verse number 4, Paul begins his description of the characteristic or the conduct of love by saying, "Love suffereth long." That's the King James Version. But another translations read that love suffer long or suffers long. Now, there's no way we're going to gain proper understanding or in-depth understanding into the meaning of what Paul was trying to establish on one of the very first characteristics of agape love by, there's no way we're going to get clear understanding into this concept by not looking at the original rendering of this word. That's the Greek rendering. And in the Greek rendering, the word suffer long is actually the compound of two words, which forms the word macrothumia. And macrothumia, like I said, is two compounded word, macros and tumors. Now, macro in Greek actually means something that is ready, or something that can go a long distance, or the long distance. Something that can go very far is something, that can go, for the long duration. And the word tumors means a swelling of emotion or a strong passion about something. It also means anger. So, when these two words are compounded into one, which is macrothumia, it connotes patient resistance of anger. I'll say that again. It means patient resistant of anger. Now, in my note, I also wrote, based on the Greek meaning, it pictures a candle that has a very long wick that is ready and prepared to burn for a long period of time. Wow. It also pictures someone that is ready to patiently forbear until a certain person finally comes around, makes changes, makes progress, and hear what you have to say, or what you have to teach, or what you have to instruct. Now, the one I love the most that I wrote down in my note, I'll have to read this one out so that we can all have a proper understanding and gain, thorough knowledge. Now, macrothumia or macrotumos, this is what it means. It means that your feeling for someone is genuine and really passionate to the degree that someone who has hurt you so badly, you're willing to stay tenacious and not give up and patiently wait for them until they see reason to eventually come back and be on the same page with you concerning what they've done wrong. It means that, you never walk away from a weak object, but you stay with that object until they become strong. So instead, of you walking away, you keep waiting and waiting and waiting until that person eventually respond to you. So that is what it means when Paul said love suffereth longer, love suffers longer, love is patient. And so, because of our time, I would like to keep it simple and straight to the point. And on Saturday, by God's grace, I will be back again just to take us into another characteristic of the love of Christ, of agape love, that Paul wrote about in the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 4 to 8. Thank you so very much. I hope today's teaching or today's sharing has really blessed you. If it has, please kindly like, share, comment. And until I see you next week Saturday, keep abiding, middle, and stay under the atmosphere of God's overwhelming love. God bless you real good. Have an amazing day.